Hi everyone, I'm Al. You're back with me on Fridays with TYC, and this week we're talking about slurs and language. So this topic is slurs and language, and slurs are a very hard topic to cover because people have a very strong reaction of them no matter which side of the argument you are on. Slurs are something that are very, very detrimental to people's emotions and mental health. So you always have to be very careful when talking about slurs because you never know who you're going to upset. That being said, I'm going to move on to talking about reclaimed slurs. And reclaimed slurs are words that are taken back by the people the word is referring to and used in a positive light instead of a negative light. There are many reclaimed slurs out there. I'm not going to list them because that is not the point of a reclaimed slur. With reclaimed slurs, you can use them for yourself if you are under the umbrella the term is explaining or used for. Of course, if you are a cisgendered person, you should never use a transgender specific slur. However, if you are transgender, feel free to go ahead and use them, but also know that other people around you may not be comfortable with that word. Discomfort always ranks above anything, so if somebody around you is affected negatively by you using that word, you probably shouldn't use it around them. Never use slurs, reclaimed or not, to refer to anybody unless you specifically know that they are okay with you referring to them like that. Just because they refer to themselves using a word does not mean they are okay with you using it for them. Especially don't call anybody that if you are not part of the umbrella that the term is referring to. At that point, you're basically just another person calling a minority a bad word, and that's bad, and you should never do that. And another thing, just because words have been used against you does not mean you have the right to use them. Things like RuPaul using trans-specific slurs is not right because he is not trans. Just because you are an effeminate, cis, straight guy does not give you the right to use whatever homophobic or transphobic words have been used against you because you don't identify as this, and in the end of the day, it doesn't matter what people call you because you know that they're not right. But if you are somebody who is trans or who is not straight, and people are using these words for you, and there's all sorts of meaning behind these words, you live your entire life thinking that maybe because people attach these words to me, that's all I am. Like, there are all these bad meanings behind all these words that are used for us that there's no escaping them. When you're just a drag queen, you can wipe off your makeup or go home and live your normal life and use your normal name. And if you're just some guy passing on the street and somebody calls you something rude, then it's like, whatever, this person just doesn't know anything. When this is your life and people somehow accurately make an assumption about you that is very rude, it's impossible to ignore. It's something that you live your entire life every day thinking about because it's everywhere, and that's just not okay. And that's all for me this week. Thank you guys for watching. As always, our links are in the description below, so check that out. I'll see you guys again next week. I think this week's topic is a great place to start off on my first video because this week's topic is advocacy. Obviously, I am an advocate for Trans Youth Channel. I'm an advocate for trans issues. I decided to become somebody who spoke out for transgender people for issues that I, myself, and other trans people I know face